Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 14 of 25 Days of Christmas. We are picking back up today with the story of Zechariah at the birth of his son, John. But before we read today's passage, let me give you a little context. In the beginning of Luke chapter 1, Zechariah is visited by an angel who gives him a promise of a son who would prepare the way for the Lord. But Zechariah doubted the angel because he was an old man. So the angel closed Zechariah's mouth so that he couldn't speak until this time came to pass. 9 months later, we see the promise fulfilled. His son is born, and what the angel promised was completely fulfilled. So let's read Luke chapter 1, verse 63 and 64. It says, "And he asked for a writing tablet and wrote, 'His name is John,' and they all wondered. And immediately his mouth was opened and his tongue loosed, and he spoke blessing to God." Man, I love this for two reasons. We get to see the promise made to Zechariah fulfilled, and we also get to witness all of Zechariah's doubts washed away. Have you ever doubted that something would ever happen? I know I have. Have you ever had your doubts completely shattered in a moment? I've had that too. I remember when I was getting to know my wife before we even started dating, and I remember doubting that she liked me back. And I couldn't disregard this funny feeling that she was the one for me. And then one fateful evening, that doubt was just completely shattered when I told Melissa that I liked her, and then she said that she liked me too. And boy, tell you what, did I rejoice and I praised the Lord all the way back home. I told all my family, my closest friends, and they celebrated with me just like Zechariah did when he saw his son for the first time. You see, God is not afraid of our doubts. I actually think he loves to show us up when we doubt. He loves to show us his goodness and his faithfulness and proclaim his truth to us. He turns our doubts into joy and builds our faith in the process. Maybe today, you're doubting that God is going to come through and fulfill his promises in your life. May I encourage you today? God is not just a promise maker, he's a promise keeper. And we can trust him over and over again. He turns our doubts into joy. And he takes our questions and he builds our faith. So, are you putting your faith in him? Is your hope in him today?